Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University and X-Men Gold issue number 27. So this is part 2 of Till Death Do We Part. And yeah, looks like Colossus might actually die. Highly doubt it, but yeah, maybe he'll get his steel rivets back again. That would be cool, right? Anyway, so there's a bunch of really cool moments in here that I actually really dug. There's the flashback scene of Kitty and sneaking up on Peter. There's a scene where what's her name, Storm, gets her hammer back. She's like trying to send her hammer back, and unfortunately, it's not quite the way that it works. And Prestige is talking. Somehow the conversation switches onto Prestige. Like, hey man, you got a serious level up. What's going on? And she's, not too happy about the conversation, but it is what it is. I like that we've got several teams, basically 2 teams working together. X-Men Gold is huge when you think about it. Peter is supposed to be a part of a not just an experiment, but his genealogy, which comes from Rasputin and all that good stuff. Go back and check out those old Colossus solo issues for more on that. I'm talking from like way back in the day. What was that, like early 2000s, something to that effect, late 90s? Anyway, yeah, not too shabby. There's a bunch of really cool moments in this, like Kitty and Rogue talking about last moment things, the jitters at the end before the wedding and all that stuff. And even though there's all sorts of crazy stuff happening, Rogue suggests, you better start planning your bachelorette party, multitask. And it's cool. Like, there are moments of calming down. There's not too much as far as jokes in this issue, which is the typical way people go about trying to get people to calm down. Like if you're hyperventilating, if you're a bit, spastic, if you're going a little bit nuts, you can't seem to control yourself, I'm more likely to just be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What's brown and sticky? A stick. So it's just something stupid. I got that from the recent Batman issue. Anyway, it's just that's what human beings have the proclivity to do, try and tell jokes to lighten the situation. But what does that do? If someone's really deep in an emotional hole, they're going to look at you with scathing glance. Not going to be happy. So I give you a penitent stare. So what happens here is she's not necessarily making jokes. Rogue's not necessarily making jokes. She's simply saying, put your mind on something else, that, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. Basically, we're the X-Men. We always make everything okay. I dug that. How do you not dig that? So, all those compliments being said, I'm going to give this comic book a B-. Very fun moments. The problem is the stringing of those moments together for a straight storyline. It seemed like this was also a setup, at the very least. No, all of it was kind of a setup. The Doomsday Process event that just kind of got initiated, and the last page epilogue. It's like leading to an Ed Brisson book that's going to be written, which I'm cool. I loves me some Ed Brisson. But it's like a lead up to that book and what's going to happen there. It's called Countdown to Extinction. I'm digging it. It's cool, looking forward to it. But as far as this issue, like I said, a lot of cool moments, not a whole lot of consistency. It's like a whole bunch of molecular bonds a whole bunch of molecules with no bonds connecting them, It's just, yeah. So a gaseous room, so to speak. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.